the Hockey East standings and see them one way, but Dick Umeli looks and sees them as another. While you may see that the University of New Hampshire holds a 3-point lead over Boston College and Maine at the top of the conference, the coach sees a narrower margin. Because both BC and Maine hold a game in hand, and he has to work under the assumption they'll win those games, he sees things as a little bit tighter for his Wildcats. He sees 3 teams separated by just a single point, and therefore he sees no margin for error coming off a weekend in which his team was swept by the rival Black Bears, and center Phil DeSimone says that message has been delivered throughout this week.
Whatever cushion we had is gone now, so it's kind of like playoffs started before they really even started, and every game the rest of the season is like we have to play like it's April.
If UNH has any hopes of playing into April, it's got to play better than it has lately. The Cats have blown 2-goal leads in 4 of their last 6, and lost 3 of their last 4. Subsequently, they've slid to a tie for 15th in the pairwise rankings, meaning they wouldn't qualify for an at-large NCAA tournament bid if the field was to be seeded today. Of course, the season doesn't end today. UNH still has 7 games remaining, including Friday night's tilt with last-place Providence, that would under other circumstances be an easy one for New Hampshire to take for granted. It's a single-game weekend on home ice, and the Friars are 4-14-2 in the league. They're 2-12-1 since late November. They're 1-8-1 on the road. But Providence always seems to pose a problem for UNH, evidenced by the fact that 7 of the last 8 games between the teams have been decided by 1 goal, and their meeting 3 weeks ago ended in overtime. Couple that with the way the Wildcats have struggled of late, and Blake Kessel says there's no doubt UNH feels plenty of urgency to play well this weekend.
And obviously we went to win last weekend and put a little distance there. I think the urgency was there a little bit, but not as bad as this weekend, where we realized that the season's kind of coming to an end, and we gotta have every point now when it comes down to the end with Hockey East and how close it always gets each year.
Umeli says his team should be disappointed by its recent performance, and said it not only needs to play better, but it also needs to work harder. The Friars will likely make them work for everything they get on Friday night, as they typically try to bottle up the Wildcat attack with a neutral zone trap that makes it difficult to get much offense in transition. But still, it's a game UNH can certainly win. It's a game they should win. And, with the gap now so narrow, it's a game Umeli's team really needs to win.
Friday's that much more important. Not that it wasn't going to be important, but there's no room if you want to continue to be in first place and win this regular season.